G'day, TK41 here with some Battlefleet Gothic Armada. So, I'm recording this voiceover after the fact, so hopefully I can sort of keep up with myself. So I decided to start off with a Chaos fleet for multiplayer, and first thing I noticed was the points of the ships. So you start off being able to have 3 light cruisers. So I picked 2 of the Harbinger ones and 1 of the Mark IIs. Harbinger ones have ordnance base or fighter bays, and the Mark II has a 12 unit broadside range. But to pick 2 of them, you leave yourself about 30 something points shy of the 250 for first tier matches. It's not enough to pick an escort. I don't know if that was intentional or what have you, but see, it's going to be a bit of a problem later on. Also, notice here I'm able to plonk my fleet down where I want. There's a bit of a bug I've noticed, and I think a few other people have too. First time you play Chaos, for the first match, you can only auto-deploy. It won't let you actually select a ship and put it down onto the map. And then if you do auto-deploy and then decide to redeploy, like pick back up again to deploy, you're stuck. It won't let you auto-deploy or manually deploy, and you have to wait until your time runs out. I had a test game against someone. I had to actually apologise to them as we waited for like 60 seconds for the time to run down. But oh well. Now, let's see, my 2 ships. So yes, I've got my carrier there, Harbinger, set to front on, and a 9k range. And that's the optimum for its weapons. And the Mark II, yeah, broadside and 12. Now, you can see my opponent's little red dots top right hand side there, just moving across slowly but surely, and they're quite separated. Now I thought he would stop his nearest one to me and let the other one catch up after he'd seen my dots. But they sort of got in a bit of a crisscross pattern, and then for some reason, I don't know if he accidentally hit it or not, you can see he's going to hit his afterburners, and it's actually going to reveal to me what they are rather early. Another thing I've noticed with this game, yeah, the voices for the captains and that, incredibly loud. Suggest you turn it way down. I'm going to be turning it down even more than what it is at the moment, because yeah, it's just all constantly in your ear. So yeah, as his ships start to cross over, which is like I said, a weird thing to do, but maybe you'd want to get them a bit closer together. And there we go, we know what they are because they hit their burners. Maybe it was an accident, who knows. Now, I've clicked on that one, I've set him to aim for generators and prioritise generators there. Set far one to priority 2 and the nearest one to priority 1. Meaning if I'm not directly targeting them, yes, that first one will take priority, and aiming for generators to take out the shields. On my carrier I've got, on my broadside I've got my plasma bombs. Very long range, but also unfortunately very long arming time. I think it's about 10 seconds. So I'll plonk it there and then realise he's doing such a tight turn it's going to miss. But what I've got to learn to do is do my stasis bomb that my carrier has first, slow him down, and then set it on its way. Now you can see my Mark II is already doing its broadsides. Beautiful range, I love it. Got him stuck, got his shields pretty much down, so what I should have done now is now change the target priority from generator to, say, engines or weapons. You know, he's bouncing shields slightly, but there we go. So yeah, I didn't do that against, you know, about my second, third tryout. And I think I've got to learn to maybe not have my carrier so close. I know the range of the front of the prow weapons is 9, but you know, it's got these wonderful bombers and assault craft. I need to stay back and maybe wait for the enemy to come to me. I don't know, I'll try it, but I don't know how long I'm going to have these light cruisers for.
Your orders.
Yeah, his other ship is slowly but surely turning up. There he's about to pop out of that gas cloud. But really, a bit too little, too late. Just queuing up some orders there with Mark II. A couple of waypoints in. If you shift and click here, so you can do multiples.
Your orders.
Yeah, he's trying to warp out, and this is, yeah, again why I should have changed target priorities to engines or what have you. What's fine? He gets away.
For the dark gods.
But yeah, there he goes. He does that before the plasma goes off as well. And plasma I think gets him, and then stasis should get him. So that will slow him down a smidge.
Ready eternally.
Yeah, I've decided to fly through stasis as it starts to disappear, and now I'm going to try and do a raking. Even though I don't have guns on the side here, I want to do assault boats
For the dark gods.
from behind, because yeah, obviously ships have little to no guns in the back, so it's only minimised defence turrets being able to get assault boats. I don't know if that is a thing or not, but hey, it's worth a go. Now you can see there is actually some fire going into them. So yeah, it seems like assault boats, it doesn't really matter. Just
Show us something to kill.
as soon as you can get them into your firing up, let them go. But it's not going to affect them if they're from the side or the back or the front.
Your orders.
And then for some reason I'm thinking I'll bring my carrier right round here and then attack. Air relay start. No, he's going to warp and bomb. Popped him, so that was a good start with this first fleet. I was quite happy with that. Like I said, things start to improve, but hey, you know, could have been a lot worse. So I earned a fair bit of renown, not as much as I'd like, because I let that second one escape. But my captains level up. So time to give them some new skills. So my first Harbinger. This is the one with the ordnance, how you fight a base there. So I just had a quick look through all the crew members to see what benefits that they gave. I don't really, I do have assault stuff if I do the assault boats, so I may end up going for the cultist or But I think for majority of ships that can have oodles of guns, then your gunnery sergeant's going to be the one. And yep, for my fighters I'm going to go with the squadron sergeant. And then for this it was a no-brainer. It's reload the air ordnance 20% faster. Yeah, fighters considered ordnance, so yeah, let's improve that. This one's got the 12 unit range. So I was looking at the guns for the broadsides, they're lancers. So, I was interested in this one, very interested in that one. At the top of your bottom right hand side of the screen there's 4 orders at the top that you can set your ships to. One of them's lock on, and increases your rate of fire slightly in your critical chance by 25. Now that one there increases it by 300%. So figuring I'm going to go that one. I'm then thinking of either the increased damage to shields next or the extend range, so you get more shots from further away. I was about to start an action plus I hadn't upgraded my crew. And then we're all good to go. So, sorry, just cut just the beginning. It took a while to find this match. And so I set up on the left hand side of the board here thinking I can get to that gas cloud and hide out in there for a bit. And this is a game that did not go well, and it did not go well for one stupid reason. But we'll get to that, and we'll get to that fairly soon as well. So we start off, and first thing I want to do is try and find where the enemy is. Can't see any sort of red dots immediately. Group up my ships, and I'm just going to toodle straight ahead. Notice them coming sort of straight at me, and I think, yeah, I can make it to that gas cloud. I also noticed that there's 3 ships now. As I was saying, means it can't be a chaos fleet, because at 250 points you can't get 3 ships. So it means they're Imperials, which means torps. I've tried a couple of the sort of skirmishy missions, and your skirmish captains are completely different to your multiplayer captains experience wise. And I tried playing around with torpedoes and I just haven't been able to get the timing right, I guess, of when to release them, so that they're close enough together that you're going to get a decent hit, not so close that they're not going to do full damage. Yeah, and the fact that then most of your weapons are on the side, so do you release and do broadsides, or do you approach broadsides and then turn on to fire them? Anyway, I decided that they were going to make it into the gas cloud before me, so I thought I'm going to back off, and what I'm going to do is highlight the Mark II Harbinger and just hover over my 12 unit weapon. So I know as soon as those ships pop out of the cloud, that he'll be in range there. You see there I clicked the all stop button to stop him floating around, even though he still does slightly. I'm not entirely sure why. Now the fact that I've hit that all stop button is my big mistake, because it stays on and I just completely didn't notice. So we're sitting here, we know they're going to come out of those clouds. I know that probably the first thing they can do is fire a salvo. In fact, you can hear it when they fire the salvo. Torps, I set my targets, set generators. Got enough time to do this, that and the other. Set a stasis bomb there. Hit a plasma bomb under there. There goes those torpedoes. Move to slow. And he turns on his conjugator to slow down time. And you notice how my broadside with the 12 unit range is not moving. Now during the game I'm going, but the waypoint's over there, he's supposed to be moving, why is he not moving? Again, that full all stop button is still pressed. So he spends all game right there. And when I say all game, I mean maybe another 60 seconds. As he gets rammed, the frigate comes up behind him, smacks him around some more. He's still not moving. This time I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Yeah. It was almost funny. If it wasn't so tragically sad. No, it was hilarious, really. But on the plus side, it's something I'm definitely going to be watching for and not letting happen again. So I guess it's good now, let it happen earlier. I mean, look at this, this is just ouch, ouch, and ouch. I'm sure my opponent's going, I can't believe his luck. Or maybe he realised what I'd done. He's like, well, crazy. Now he wanted to run away and I wanted to execute him, and I couldn't. Ends up not mattering anyway because it doesn't make it out. There you go, so the only consolation is that explosion possibly did a little bit of damage. And then 3-on-1 against the carrier. It's, yeah. Guns at the front. There we go, torpedo spread, look at that. Blam blam blam. And of course Imperial ships have a lot more significant armour in their prow. So smacks again. I love that you can ram in this, it's brilliant. And explosion. So yeah, mixed bag. Definitely enjoying it so far. It's nice quick games, like, you know, you're not in there for too long, you know, for 40 minutes, an hour or what have you. I'm sure there's going to be lots of tips, tricks and little bits to discover and work out. I'm looking forward to doing it. I'm looking forward to going up to next year and having you know, another completely different class of ships to look at. Only 25% renown, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go guys, so yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.